Okay, so now I'm going to tackle the eye section. So let's move this a bit around. Okay, so this is going to be the area for the eyes. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my edge modes. I'm gonna edge select. Okay, so just in case you're wondering how to switch back to this mode, because you'll be probably in the subdivision mode, so just need to uncheck this. Okay, uncheck this, right click. You probably need to be in object mode when you do this. Uncheck this, make sure this particular icon is not active, right click it and shade. It was probably in shade smooth, so let's shade flat and you have it in this mode. Then you can now switch to edit mode. Okay, so I'm going to select these areas. Okay, I'm going to select this area. Let's look to our front view here. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I'm going to bevel this area. Maybe we could move this a bit up like so, as well as this, and this up here should go up, as well as this and this. Okay, so from the front view, I'm gonna select these edges. You can toggle X-ray to see from where the eye section is. So this area, I'm gonna grab these areas. Actually this area we need to slide it down. We need to slide it down like so. So let's select them. Let's select this again. So grab all this. Okay, see right here, grab this, grab this. Okay, so I'm gonna bevel. Okay, so just do a slight bevel here. Okay, so then now what we need to do, we need to start moving things around, okay, to make the eye look like an eye. So I'm gonna start to move things quite a lot. So I'm gonna grab this edge here and slide it to this area. I'm gonna grab this here, slide it up. I'm gonna grab this area here and slide it up a bit. Let's check from the front view. Let's see. Okay, this is the center of the eye, so we got the position right. So let's space this out so not to create a very rigid area there. We could, so let's see. So now I'm gonna start to shape this a little bit more. So what we can do, I can bring this from the front view, grab this, bring this down. Okay, and then just start to move things around. Let's switch to this mode so we see what we're doing. Could move this a little bit this way. This could be this way. Okay, so the idea is to get a circle shape as best as you can, okay, as best as possible. So just shape it to be something like, to look something like this. So I think we could space this a little bit more, because obviously our eyes needs to be quite large. Let's look for my reference again. I think I can push this back. Push this back a bit. As well as this. So go back to the front view. Okay, so I think this needs to let's see, need to slide most of this back. Need to slide this back. Okay, front. Okay, I think we can move this up a bit more, as well as these areas. Okay, let's switch to this mode. We can move this down because this character has got quite a large eye, and as you can see, it's got eyeglasses, so it's quite difficult to determine exactly which area the eye meets or the eye stops. So just have to try as much as possible to eyeball it and see what works for you. Okay, so actually we are looking at this area. This is the eye. Okay, the eye is supposed to be some. Let's kind of assume, let me bring up this annotation and make some drawings here just to help us a bit. So we're assuming the eyes is right here. You can see this is the way the face stops, so the eye probably stops right here. Okay, so something like this. So I think it's okay if we leave the vertices over here. We assume this is where the eye sockets meet. Maybe we can move it a little bit back, but I think not too much. So we can move it a little bit this way. Let me grab this and this. Can move it a little bit back, as well as this one here. We can as well move this, space it out. We don't want some hard edges around there. Okay, so we could slide this up a bit. All right, so I think that's fine. That's fine. So let's see, let's check from the side view. I think we are going off our reference. We are moving off reference. So let me use proportional editing for this. Grab. Okay, so this one too. Let's reduce the fall off. As well as this. Okay, so this is obviously too high. Let's push this down, as well as this. So we have a nice rounded head for our character. Alright, so let's go to the front view. Let's go to face select. Okay, select these faces. Okay, and now we are going to press I to insert. We insert it like so. and then start to shape this area as well. Okay, so go to the front view, you can toggle this. Okay, let's turn off proportionality, but you can just press O key to turn off the proportionality. So we're trying to get something like the eye section. So this is the eye here. See right here, this is the eye. Maybe we could move this out a bit. Okay, let's look from the side view. Okay, so obviously this will probably need to shift backwards. Okay, maybe we can move this forward a bit, and this as well. Alright, so from the front view now, maybe I could push this down a bit more. So I'm gonna go to face select these faces. I'm gonna tap delete key and I'm gonna delete faces. Okay, so we have this right now. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to select this, go to edge mode, select these edges, and I'm gonna grab it with my G key and move it towards the Y inside of the eye right there. So we have something like this. So now we can turn off our shading and move in the shade edit mode and shades mode. Let's see what it looks like. So the eye is coming along. So we'll go to the edit mode. Obviously we'll need to do some shifting around for the character, so they will get it to match. So what I'm gonna do, obviously this one needs to come out, maybe this one as well. Let's see. Okay, let's move this way. Keep the lines as straight as possibly as you possibly can. I think that helps a lot. Let's move this up, and I can see that this area is quite down. I can actually just grab this area, use the proportional editing, increase the fall off a bit, and move it up. Okay, so let's see, this area is pretty hard. It's pretty hard. I can just grab it. Let me turn off proportional editing. I can grab this area, slide it back, grab this area, slide it back. Okay, let's check the nose. This is the nose here. You can grab it, push it towards the Y, see what's going on from the side view. Okay, you want a very nice pointed nose right there. Push this up. Let's try see if we can push this forward and see how it looks. Okay, not bad. So far so good. Let's see. From the front view, let's toggle X-ray. Okay, so you can see this character is very stylized. There are a lot of strange shape going on in the character. It's got its own unique look per se. So yeah, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my front view and I'm gonna go to object mode, and then I'm going to press Shift A and insert a UV sphere. Where is that UV sphere? Right here. Okay, so I'm gonna grab it, stick it up over here. So this is gonna be the eyeball, so I'm just gonna rename it right here, eyeball. Okay, so I'm gonna scale this down put it here, maybe push it aside so we can see the eyeball, and you can see the pole of the eyeball. You can see this, I hope you can see this small round circle here. This is the pole. So we want this pole to be the iris. So we want this top area facing the y-axis of our character head. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I am actually going to rotate this. So I'm gonna rotate it towards the z axis. Sorry, towards the x axis. I'm just gonna press 90. So let me do that again. I'll press R for rotate, and then I'm gonna press X to rotate in the x axis, and then I'm gonna press 90 to rotate it in 90 degrees towards the 90-degree angle. So this is it. Now I'm gonna go to the front view. I'm gonna position this right here. So I'm gonna select this. I'm gonna go to add modifier, and I'm going to add a mirror modifier, and do not enable this clipping. Do not enable clipping. No need for that. And I think we don't need to merge this. So I'm just going to click here and just tap on the head, and then we have it in the other side. Okay, so let's try to smoothen this area. This area is pretty dark, and now I'm starting to see that we need to go to the side view and position this appropriately. So something like this. Maybe we need to scale it up a bit, push it back. See right here, let's scale it down. Move it to the side. We need to scale it a bit more. So let's smoothen this area here. Another thing we can do, let me see, this area, obviously we need to push this back so we can relax this eye shape and push it towards the x-axis like so. Let's see. I can see some space. So make sure we don't have any space in any area of the eye. Make sure it's all filled out. It looks more like the eye is popping out way too much. Let's move it. Let's go to this area here. Toggle X-ray. So what we could do now is I could select this vertex. I'm gonna scale it from the inside so it wraps more around the eye. Okay, so it wraps more around the eye. Another thing I need to do now is I want to grab this. Okay, I think it's going way inside. Can bring it to the front like so the eyeball doesn't look too big on the character. So another thing I need to do, we need to grab this. Okay, we need to grab this and push it forward towards the front. So actually I'm going to bring this down. Okay, so I'm gonna select this, move it forward, do the same over here. Okay, so we start to define that that shape of the head over that area. So let's see, this obviously can go back. Can push this forwards as well, and this one we could push it a little bit backwards. Okay, could move this up a bit. We could do the same for here, push it up. Let's see here what's going on from the side view. Okay, obviously we are moving out of a reference, so let's select all of this, just grab it and push it back. Obviously this area here doesn't look right to me. We need to make sure they are all aligned properly the best we can. Okay, so got something like this. All right, not bad. So let me see, could move this back to relax this area a bit, and we can as well move it this way so that we don't have that much let's push it forward a bit. Okay, it's coming along pretty fine. Okay, let's grab this, push it back a bit. Okay, so that's it. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna toggle X-ray. I'm gonna select this, toggle X-ray again, and what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to add an additional loop over this area here. So let's just press Ctrl R to bring in a new loop. Okay, something around here. So we're gonna arrange the vertices so that they suit pretty nicely. Try to get it, so push this up a bit, and this, move this back, this as well, this as well. Right here, and of course this as well. So now next thing I'm gonna do is I need this thing, this edge here, to lap on the eyeball. I want it on the eyeball. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to come over to this snap, and we want it to snap to align. Let's see, project individual elements on faces. Okay, so now if I grab this, I hold Ctrl, it laps, you can see it laps on the eyeball. Each time it comes onto the eyeball, it will lap. Okay, so I'll hold Ctrl, I'll grab it, hold Ctrl, and bring it towards the eyeball section there. I will grab, hold Ctrl, try to make sure you're not grabbing something else. So I'm gonna grab, hold Ctrl, and try to lap it around the eyeball section there. So try to get it nicely rounded up. Let me see. Okay, that's it. Let's do same for this one here. Okay, so now we've done that. Next thing I'm gonna do, let's look at the shape. Let's try to shape this more properly. Okay, grab this one. It's the same for this. Position this right here. So you can take your time to get this nicely rounded. Okay. So I'm gonna end the lecture here. I encourage you to lap it appropriately, so I'm gonna do it off screen. I'm gonna adjust everything because this area for some reason takes me some time to arrange, so I'm gonna do it, then I will come back and then we'll continue from there and finish up the eyes. So just take your time, get it nicely rounded up and get the shape to go nice circled shape. Okay, get a nice circle shape on this area here, and make sure when you're moving the edges, so you hold control so that it laps on the eyeball. You can see when it comes to the eyeball, it's gonna lap around it. So this is what we are looking for. So you can do that as well for so actually, yeah, so that's just what you need to do. So you can take your time and do that, and then you come back and then we're gonna proceed from where we've stopped. Okay.